What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, legendary, 8 division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Well, he and his team, they officially announced his next fight. And that fight will be against former 4 division world champion Mexican superstar boxer, Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia, 40 wins, 1 loss, 30 wins by way of knockout. Mikey Garcia is 33 years of age, stands at 5'6" with a 68-inch arm reach. The last time we saw him in the ring was February 2020 when he took on and defeated Jesse Vargas and got a unanimous decision victory in a one-fight deal he did with Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn and DAZN. With that stated, this is going to be the next fight for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Everybody wondered what was going to be the next move for Manny Pacquiao, okay? Manny Pacquiao is 42 years of age, 62 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout. 3 times he himself was knocked out. He stands at 5'5.5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Last time we saw him in the ring was July of 2019 when he took on and defeated former undefeated unified WBC, WBA, welterweight world champion superstar boxer Keith one-time Thurman. With that said, Manny Pacquiao has been inactive since defeating Keith Thurman back in July of 2019. So, Manny Pacquiao was linked to a multitude of different fighters. Undefeated 3 division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, who currently is the WBO welterweight world champion, is widely considered by many to be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world in Terrence Bud Crawford. And also he was linked to undefeated rising lightweight Mexican superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia. He was also linked to UFC legendary iconic superstar Conor McGregor. So he's been linked to a plethora of different guys. He's also, honorary mentions guys like undefeated unified WBC IBF welterweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be top 3 pound-for-pound boxers in the world, superstar Errol the True Spence Jr., and one Mikey Garcia. With that said, it made sense that he would fight Mikey Garcia because he beat Keith Thurman for the WBA title. Now, Keith Thurman, he was the WBC and WBA champion, but he lost the WBC belt due to inactivity. So with that said, Manny Pacquiao, he beat Keith Thurman for the WBA title. Now, the WBA, they informed Manny Pacquiao that if he didn't fight somebody within the top 10 in their ranking system, that they were going to relieve him of the WBA title. Manny Pacquiao was undecisive. Everybody was speculating what's his next move going to be. And so the WBO, they took the opportunity and stated, well, if you're not going to fight anybody in the top 10, we're going to have to remove you as champion. They elevated regular champion, Cuban star boxer Yordenis Ugas to the super champion and the sole champion, and they essentially put Manny Pacquiao in champion in recess, all but telling him he's not the champion anymore. Now, Manny Pacquiao, according to reports, he signed to fight Terrence Crawford in Abu Dhabi, but the investment group never showed proof of funds, and according to reports, Manny Pacquiao signed his portion, but Terrence Crawford refused to take an 80-20 split, so he wouldn't sign his portion. So with that said, that fell through, and now Manny Pacquiao is falling back on the Mikey Garcia fight. Now, the thing about this is Mikey Garcia is number 3 in the WBA ranking system. So with that said, if he would have initially focused on Mikey Garcia from the beginning, this would be a championship bout. Mikey Garcia, he moved to welterweight. He has had 2 fights at welterweight. He said he saw something in Errol Spence Jr. that he felt like he can capitalize on and defeat Errol Spence, jumping up from 140 to 147. And he was completely wrong. He lost every single round. Then he faced Jesse Vargas in a fight. In the first half of the fight, he struggled. And then he won the second half of the fight. But Mikey Garcia, he stated that he wants to become a 5-division world champion. He wants to go down history as one of the greatest Mexican superstar boxers in the sport of boxing. He's already established himself as a Hall of Famer. And now he just wants to add to the legacy. And he wanted to win a world championship at welterweight. He's now won a world champion at 126, 130, 135, and 140. And he's looking to do so at 147. But he's come out short against Errol Spence. This fight with Manny Pacquiao is a fight that Mikey Garcia was focused on from the beginning because he stated that he liked the size matchup. Manny Pacquiao is not a big guy, as I mentioned, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. They have a lot of similarities. Okay, Mikey Garcia is about 5'6", 5'7", and he doesn't have very long arms either. Okay, he has a lot of similarities to Manny Pacquiao's longtime rival, in which he fought 4 times. You know, Mikey Garcia has a 68-inch arm reach. Manny Pacquiao has a 67-inch arm reach. Mikey Garcia is listed at 5'6", 5'7". Manny Pacquiao is listed at 5'5", 5'6". So they're similar in size. Okay, so this is a fight that he feels like is winnable for Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia has great timing. Okay, and this is reminiscent. His style is really, really reminiscent of that of the legend 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer Juan Manuel Marquez. Now we know Juan Manuel Marquez. He fought Manny Pacquiao 4 times. Marquez finished his career 56 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw. Very similar to that of Manny Pacquiao. 40 wins by way of knockout. He knocked out 40 people. Manny Pacquiao knocked out 39. Okay. He's lost 7 times. Manny Pacquiao's lost 7 times. He has 1 draw. Manny Pacquiao has 2 draws. They fought 4 times. Manny Pacquiao, he got the nod 2 of those times. That 1 draw on Marquez's resume is to Manny Pacquiao. And in the last fight, he brutally knocked out Manny Pacquiao. Okay, so they are very, very similar in their resumes. Manny Pacquiao 62 wins. Marquez, he finished his career, with 54 wins, 56 wins. Okay, so they're not far off. Similar in stature, Mikey Garcia and Juan Manuel Marquez. Juan Manuel Marquez, 5'7" with a 67-inch arm reach. Mikey Garcia is 5'7" with a 68-inch arm reach. Their style is very similar, eerie similar. As Marquez, he's a timing and counterpuncher, with power in both hands. Mikey Garcia is a timing fighter with counterpunchability and power in both hands. Okay, they both have high ring IQs, and they both, have been dropped. Their chin is not granted, but it's not glass either. Okay, they've both been dropped by flash knockdowns type of situations. Okay, Marquez was knocked down in every fight he faced Manny Pacquiao. Mikey Garcia was knocked down numerous of times in his career. So there's a lot of similarities. Okay, but the difference is Mikey Garcia at this point in time is 33 years of age. Manny Pacquiao is 42. Manny Pacquiao, when he fought Marquez, they were closer in age. You understand? They had a lot in common, same era, so they had a lot of similarities, as I stated. Okay, now that's the difference between Mikey Garcia and Juan Manuel Marquez, is that Mikey Garcia is younger and Manny Pacquiao is older. So is Mikey Garcia's timing, speed, and counterpunchability and his strength going to give Manny Pacquiao? Because we know pure boxers always giving Manny Pacquiao tough times. Okay, boxers with counterpunchability, high ring IQ, they give Manny Pacquiao tough times. Why? Because to equalize speed, one of the biggest factors is timing. And Juan Manuel Marquez had great timing. Mikey Garcia, I wouldn't say he has great timing, but he has very good timing, and he's very accurate, and he's a good counterpuncher. Those are the statures that give. Those are the intangibles that give Manny Pacquiao trouble. So this is a fight in which I believe that it's a 50-50 fight. Now I know people are going to say, "What do you mean? Manny Pacquiao is going to dominate Mikey Garcia?" No, he's not. Manny Pacquiao is going to struggle with Mikey Garcia because of Mikey Garcia's timing and his counterpunchability and his ring IQ, okay, and the fact that he has power in both hands. Just like he struggled with Marquez. He dropped Marquez in the first fight 3 times, and they fought to a draw. The 2 fights in between, they could have went either way. And some people thought Marquez should have gotten a 9 in both of those fights. And we know in the last fight, Marquez knocked Manny Pacquiao out cold, okay? So I believe that this is going to be a very, very tough fight. I believe that this is going to be a tougher fight for Manny Pacquiao than people are expecting. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mikey Garcia wins this fight against Manny Pacquiao. Now it's being reported that it's going to take place possibly in July in Saudi Arabia, okay? Ironically enough, this is where, it was being reported that Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao was going to fight, and in Dubai. Overseas. So now it's looking like it's going to take place in Dubai. Dubai has been long looking to have Manny Pacquiao showcase his talents there, and this was going to be a great entertaining fight for all parties involved. So let's see how this plays out. Manny Pacquiao, his team, his manager, they came out yesterday and they stated that, don't believe any reports unless you hear it from us. And then this very same management team, they report and announce that Manny Pacquiao will be fighting Mikey Garcia in Dubai. So let's see how this officially plays out and unfolds. But I believe that this is a 50-50 fight that I would not be surprised if Mikey Garcia win the fight, and I absolutely would not be surprised if Manny Pacquiao wins the fight. So let's see how it unfolds and plays out. Manny Pacquiao has been inactive for 2 years. If this fight takes place in July, it would be 2 years exactly since he's been out the ring. No tune-ups. So let's see how this unfolds. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Oh, it is your boy Jada Kiss. Make sure you check out Blue Blood Sports TV. It's going down.